Seeing this on both sides of the aisle, really. One of the lawmakers who was most vocal about the timing of Sam Bankman-Fried's arrest was Representative Lee Zeldin, who was a Republican. He said that Republicans were ready to grill Sam Bankman-Fried 6 ways to Sunday, and why couldn't the DOJ have waited just one more day to allow this testimony to occur? Well, Zeldin actually got $5,800 from an FTX executive and has not responded to our repeated requests to find out what he did with that money.
We're going to a different economy. And we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
This effort. And China has big plans for this. They intend to seed their digital yuan into the global environment by giving it away to visitors at next winter's Olympics. When they arrive at the airport, they're going to get yuan digital wallets. They're going to receive digital yuan. They're going to use it throughout their visits to Beijing, and then they're going to take it back to their home countries. They see this as a huge advantage. Why? Because who controls the underlying protocols, who controls the underlying standards of the future of money will control the future of money.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. The New World Order book is going to show you how the world really works. And it's definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. I told you at the beginning of the year, in the first quarter of 2022, we was going to have an event that was going to bring us down. And then also in the fourth quarter, we would have an event that would bring us down. That's exactly what happened. And now I'm going to tell you, in the first quarter, we're going to have an event that's going to bring us down in 2023. And then also in the fourth quarter of 2023, we're going to have another main event. Now, of course, guys, the markets are still going to be pumping and dumping until they get ready to pull the full rug. But I'll let you know when that's about to happen. Now, also, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 kids books. It's time to get re-educated. And also, much love to those who donate to the Cash Shop and Patreon. And in my Patreon, I keep you up to date with the New World Order events. Also, I give you the New World Order cryptos in the Patreon. Of course, you have to do your own research. But this next bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure that you have the cryptos that have utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now, we have Bitcoin and crypto moving up today as we get inflation numbers. And it's still high, but we know how the media is going to play it. But the main event is Sam Bankman-Fried. And of course, he couldn't be there. Sam gets arrested before he can go under oath. Of course, we don't receive any video, and we know the Bankman is going to go behind the curtain, out of the public, out of the mind. The only people that are going to focus on Bankman are the crypto people, and that's very few people. And we know the masses could care less. But guys, in my second video, I'm going to go into more detail, going over the actual hearing. Now, crypto's got a lift, and if you're paying attention to the actual indicators, you see why. The yield rates got manipulated down, and also, guys, we saw the dollar ease up. Now, guys, the only thing you have to do is look at the inverted yield curve, the 2 and the 10, and we know that crash is right around the corner. And we know the Crypto Teacher gives you the heads up. And then also, guys, don't forget about volume, tether, USDC. Now we have Bermuda's digital bank Jewel issues a fully backed stablecoin. And guys, I don't care what country you go to, you have the stable coins ready and you have the CBDCs. And then also, guys, of course, we have the Fed. Repo still over $2 trillion. We know they're going to be raising rates again next month. And we had Biden come out and speak, gives himself a pat on the back, even though inflation is still sky high. And guys, who caused all this inflation? Congress and the central banks. And now they're raising rates to crush inflation. So don't forget, guys, they caused the problem, wait for the reaction, and run in with the solution. Now we have Brazil's central bank plans to launch a CBDC in 2024. And like I stated, guys, I don't care what country you go to, they all have a plan for this digital transformation. And then we have the FSB to lay out global standards for crypto regulation. And guys, this digital transformation is global, so that means that regulation is going to be global. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, we have Grayscale at 15.2 billion. Didn't move much. Now, let's get over to a little crypto news. Now that we have the Bankman out the way, we see that Binance is now under attack. And we know Sam Bankman-Fried was really working on derivatives. And I'm going to talk more about that in the second video. But this was all about Ledger X, which we know is not included in the bankruptcy. And Sam Bankman-Fried was doing a test on putting this $100 trillion derivatives market on blockchain and being ran by an algorithm. We heard it out of his mouth, and we heard it out of CME CEO mouth, Mr. Duffy. So guys, while the NWO has you distracted one way, they're moving the money in another way. Remember, 2023 and 2024 is all about building. Now we have Ledger Hardware Wallet as DeFi tracking feature. Also, we have Bitcoin Lightning Network to be used in fiat transfers between the EU and Africa. And we know crypto is about no borders, settling instantly. And we know how important cross-border payments are going to be. So this partnership between Coin Corner and BitNode allows a way for users to use continents to perform cross-border payments involving multiple fiat currencies. And we know XRP and XLM is in there also. Now we have Coinbase says law enforcement requests grew by 66% from a year ago. And guys, we already know Coinbase works with the Alphabet boys. And lastly, we have Goldman Sachs sees gold outperforming Bitcoin in the long term. And guys, we know that is not correct. But we do know one thing, that gold and Bitcoin is being manipulated by the central banks. If you're able to print fake pieces of money, you can buy up the world. And we know the central banks have bought up gold, and we know they've bought up Bitcoin. So even though there's limited supply, they still control majority of the supply. So that means they control the demand. Now, because the NWO is trying to move the masses from the physical to the digital, Bitcoin and other utility tokens are going to definitely outperform gold. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. But guys, all I have for you, don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance, and not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Zero, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing, they were still getting that free money. What are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.